Hey you guys, hey y'all, welcome to another edition of Tuesday Tea with Mo. I am really excited about today's guest. Hold on, let me shut this door. Okay, so any hoosers, another episode. I'm eating watermelon. It's so hot. It's like so hot in LA right now, like beyond. So I do have tea. I do have my tea, and it's not hot tea. Let me push this down some. It's not hot tea. It's well, it was hot tea, but I cooled it off so I can have cool tea. So, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Today's guest is really cool. You guys are going to love to hear from her. Her name is MJ. Actually, she has quite a few names, but I'll let her introduce herself. But she is just a fabulous young lady. She is born and raised. Well, you know what? Let me let her tell y'all, okay? So excuse me in advance because it's hot in LA. So I will be munching on some cool watermelon, okay? But let me bring MJ in. Michelle. People are here. They in the building.
Hey, Miss Monique.
Hey, Pooh.
Hey.
Oh my God. First of all, can we get into the hair, please? Let's get into the hair. Talk to us about the hair. Yes. Come on.
Got it done. Just got it done. Got it done, what, Thursday? And yeah, it was time for a change. Was really bored with my hair, so I was.
And that's a color. You have a color in here, right?
Yeah, it's green. It's like a whole bunch of different greens in my hair. It's like 3 greens in my hair, but yeah.
Yes, I love the Afro puffs. Oh my God, so you're in LA right now, right?
Yes, I am.
Is it not like scorching hot right now? I can't even do.
Well, I was about to go outside earlier to see how hot it was. My mom, I heard her, she was like, it's hot out here. I was like, I think it's like 90 degrees today.
Yes, no need. And we're used to the DC weather, so I guess we can kind of truck it, but you know, being over here and things in LA, we didn't got comfortable and
right.
Right. So introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are, where you're from, because I started to tell. I was like, I'm gonna let my boo tell it on her own. Talk to us. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Mychal Jael, but everybody just calls me MJ. And I'm from Uptown DC.
Hey.
Period. Uptown DC. And yeah, my mom just moved out here around January, and so I only plan to be out here for like spring break, which was about 2 weeks from March. But I've been here since. I've been here for about 5 months now, so I guess I'm a resident here.
Oh. Come on, residency. Come on, resident. Wait, and all of that happened because you're in school, right?
Yes.
So your school is now virtual?
Yes, we've been doing distance learning since yeah.
So that has afforded you the opportunity to actually be in LA.
Yes, I'm actually very happy about that because I mean, I don't know if I was doing like virtual learning in like DC, my school is still pretty close. So it's it would just be like normal, but out here there's just like more stuff to do, I guess. To be more places to get food at.
We're gonna dive into that. We're gonna dive into that. So talk to us a little bit about where you are. You're in what grade now?
I'm a rising senior. It's my senior year.
So have you started school already?
No, we have not started school yet. Our first day of official school is September 2nd.
Oh, you have a long time before you start.
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
because normally I would be getting ready to move into my dorm. Like I would be getting my stuff packed, buying like a few more things. Like if I wanted like a little bit more furniture, maybe like a mini fridge, I'd be getting that stuff right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but
Getting ready to go.
yeah.
Because so can you, are you okay? So share what school you go, well, not the exact name of the school, but what's your
Yeah.
school?
Yeah, okay, so it's an all-girls boarding school in McLean, Virginia. It's like 15 minutes away from Tyson's. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, and
So
it's
how has that been for you? How is boarding school? Give us a little bit about boarding school life. Because I've never been to, well, I'm not gonna say I've never been to boarding school. I did attend a Russian ballet school and I stayed like on campus.
yeah.
For me it was pretty cool, but how is that for you?
I mean, it's fine. It's giving me a taste of college early, which I appreciate
Mhm.
because I feel like a lot of college students now, they're kind of like, going through what I was going through in like my sophomore year. My mom was having to say goodbye to me and getting emotional and stuff. And it's just helped me become even more independent because we got to wake up on our own, can't depend on like anyone to, carry our like dead weight or like there's just no excuses because like you're responsible for yourself. And so yeah, it's definitely helped me become more independent. It's definitely helped me meet new people and learn about new cultures because there's just like we have girls from all over. There's girls from Russia, from China, from Nicaragua, from the Bahamas. And so they come like to our school and it's kind of like you just learn something new about someone from like miles away from like across the world. So I think it's really helped me like broaden my horizons and just learn about new
Can I
people, learn
just
about
say that I
myself.
just said that in my head, broaden your horizons. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, boo thing. Yes. Come on. I just said in my head, I was like, broaden your horizons. And you said it, but you know what? That's what culture and exposure gives you. Thank you. Hello.
Culture.
Because so you also speak a little French, right? Did you learn French at that school, or you learn from? We have to. I have to share that because first of all, you're a beautiful Black young lady, and
Thank
for
you.
you to be exposed to so much culture and traveling and
Yeah.
languages, it's amazing that you do harness another language under your belt because you can take that anywhere you go, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like, let's compare it to this, right? So when we go to the nail salon, just imagine if we can understand what they say when they be like, ding, 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 ding. Boy, I might get in trouble for that.
Oh
Right?
my God.
So come on, parlez-vous français? Can you speak a little, un petit peu?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, give us just a little bit. Just say, okay, so say, hello, my name is Michael. I don't know. Say whatever you want to say. Just give us a little bit. Come on.
Okay, I gotta like, you can't make me laugh.
Okay, I won't make you laugh. Okay.
Okay.
I won't make you laugh.
Bonjour, je parle français, je m'appelle MJ. J'apprends le français depuis 6 ans et je vais à l'école toute l'année.
Yeah. I
It's,
receive all of that, Pooh. I receive
it's,
all of it.
yeah,
All of
it's
it. And
hard to like, it's
I just
hard to
need
like,
y'all to hear how the
yeah,
tonality changed. Hey, the tonality and the tongue changed when she went to her French. So you can take that and you I live for
yeah,
it. So when you go and travel to the French Riviera, and when you go to Paris and all these other countries, even in Africa, any French speaking country, you can communicate with
yeah.
anybody. Do you know? Okay, first of all, tell us, what did you say?
Okay, I said, hello, my name is MJ. I've been learning French for about 6 years. I go to school like all year, basically all year round, basically. I don't know. I was just like making up stuff as I went because like the thing with like learning a new language, it's hard like when you don't really have like a native speaker to like practice with. And
Mm-hmm.
so, you know, sometimes like I'd be like sounding crazy, but like I just be like walking around the house like talking to myself in French, like trying to build like my fluency. And so that's just like because I have a friend, she's actually half French. Her mom is French and
Mm-hmm.
I adore her mom. And
Mm-hmm.
her mom speaks French and German because she was like sent off to a German boarding school. But like, so
Mm-hmm.
she knows French and German. But she was like, the only real way you'll be able to become fluent in like a language is if you go to a country that speaks that language and you're like immersed in it completely, so
Yeah.
that you can just pick up the slang, the intonation, and maybe even the dialect of that country. So that's what I really want to travel to just like any French speaking country. It doesn't even have to be like a place in France, like Martinique or the Democratic Republic of the Congo, just like, or even Haiti. Like, there's just a whole bunch of like different places that where they speak French, and that's their official language. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
So speaking of travel, because you've already shared with us that you're basically a resident now of Los Angeles,
Yeah.
right? So talk to us a little bit about that transition. How was that transition for you? Were you nervous before you came? Like when you knew you were coming over here, well, we're going to stay? Because initially you were just coming
Yeah.
for spring break, right?
Yeah. It was supposed to be
Right.
just for 2 weeks. Yeah.
So that ended up turning into now we're full on residents now.
Yeah.
Right. So how has that transition been for you? And share some things that you have noticed as far as like from living in DC and living in LA.
Okay. Well, it wasn't that like it wasn't that much of a difficult transition coming back out here because I used to live out here when I was younger. I went to kindergarten out here at the Hollywood Schoolhouse, which was I like have vivid memories from my kindergarten class that I just loved. And but it was honestly fine. Like I have family out here. We visit out here frequently, and the weather is just amazing. It wasn't a big of an adjustment. Um, the one thing I can say is that these people drive crazy. Like like they just drive so crazy. So that kind of like trips me up sometimes. But besides that, like I'm used to this life. Like I love it out here. It's just amazing. It's a different vibe too, a different energy.
Talk to us about that. What's the different vibe? I mean, because first of all, so both MJ and myself are from DC, so I can relate. And there is a completely different vibe from being in DC and being in LA. But what's interesting is to hear from your perspective, from your generation, and where things are like today. And I would love for you to be as real as possible without me. I don't want to tell you what to say, but like excuse me, the difference in the vibes in whether it's just like fun, making friends, but also like streetwise. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we have a different reality growing up in DC than here in LA. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, in terms of like the energy out here, um, mainly just like the people and the energy that they bring, it's very open and welcoming and supportive almost. And it's kind of like in DC, you know, there's only like a few people like every now and then. Like it's rare to find other people, especially other people of color who are like uplifting you and supporting you. And so, but when I do find those people, I appreciate them so much because, you know, I know that they're being genuine. They genuinely want to see, you know, me succeed, and I genuinely want to see them succeed. But out here, like just when I, you know, met like my first like new friends out here through Naja and stuff, like it was just a completely different vibe. You know, no one was being standoffish. Everyone was making conversation. Everyone was interested in what each other had to say. And yeah, I feel like people out here kind of have like, you know, it may not necessarily be a good thing right now, but they have the urge to just like keep moving and keep working and keep going and not stopping just because of these like uncertain circumstances. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's what I mean by kind of like energy.
Yeah.
And yeah. And growing up in DC, it's kind of like I always used to just kind of complain or kind of worry about how small DC was, because I was like, when I get to another place, how am I going to be able to navigate, the streets, know, which streets to take, know which neighborhoods I'm in, because DC really is small. Like, people who know the same people as you. And so when you're in like this little diamond for most of your life, it's kind of like you think that that's like that everywhere, but it's not. Like, it's different in different places.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So talk to us about your first conversation with the first like friends or the first people that you met out here, because I'm sure there's a different lingo, right? From DC to LA. So like give us a few words or a few phrases that were different. Like what's different?
Okay, well,
Don't be shy.
The one thing that was surprising, we were kind of just exchanging like lingo, and I was giving them a lot of mine from DC, and they were like, "You have a lot." I was like, "We have a lot." I'm like, "Yeah, we do." People just love, like, they just make up new words nowadays, and people just go with it. But the one thing I did learn was was like, what's plots?
What's what?
What's plots? Like,
what's
the move, basically? What's the move? Oh. Yeah. But
that's my first time hearing that. What's plots?
Right. I think it just depends on which area you live in, because one of the girls told me, and I was like plot of land, like plot like that. Like, no, like the plot, like what's the move? And I was like, okay.
So how does that go? Like somebody would come to you and be like, what's plots?
Yeah, I guess. They'd be like, what's plots? Yeah.
Okay. And then what would be equivalent to that in DC?
Like, what's the move?
What's the move?
The move, yeah.
What's the move?
What's the move?
Okay, what's another one? Because I'm interested in hearing this. Because I know for myself, like I know there are different things that we say out there that I've learned out here is different, right? Yeah. Like I'm gonna say one thing. Excuse me, I'm gonna let you finish. Well, I know like when I say back in the day, I'm not 60, but during like the Ice Cube day, all the days of like Boys in the Hood and movie and stuff. Mm-hmm. You think everybody used to be like, "What's up, homie? What's up, homie? What's up, homie?" Nowadays, everybody be like, "Bruh." Yeah. Everything is bruh. Everything is bruh. Everything is bruh. And I know at home you'd be like, not you in particular, but people say mo. So
yeah.
Or what's up, son? What's up, son?
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I think they say like bruh a lot, like bruh, or like dude and stuff. Just like more like it's really like chill, and everything's like elongated, like bruh, like stuff like that. So yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Have you picked up any new hobbies being out here?
Yes, I have. I don't know if you would consider this a hobby, but I started a YouTube channel.
Okay, YouTube channel. We're going to get into that because I definitely want to hear about that. What about any like skating, skateboarding? I know that's huge out here.
I want to learn how to skateboard just to make me being here official. I feel like you have to know how to skateboard if you're going to live here. So I'm going to have to learn how to skateboard.
To make it official?
Yeah. We've also talked about like surfing lessons. I've always wanted to surf. Like there's just so many surfing movies that I've seen. Soul Surfer, Blue Crush 2. Like it's all these surfing movies. And I'm just like, I want to do that. Like when I was young.
Yeah. So, are you a gamer at all?
If you consider Subway Surfer.
Okay.
A big game. I can Subway Surfer, that's my game.
Okay, Subway Surfer. Okay. What's some of your favorite places that you've been since you've been out here?
A lot of them are food places. We've been
be a foodie.
Yes. We've been to a lot of food, like Mexican food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Street tacos.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to Nobu.
Oh, is that the official? Would Drake be like out in Malibu?
Yes,
Is that the
yes.
official?
Like
Oh,
Nobu has changed my life completely.
no, but changed your life.
Yes. Like I still have I have dreams of the food that I ate at Nobu. Like it was just that good. We went
What
to
was your favorite? What'd you have that was your favorite?
that black cod, that black cod fish. Like, and then when they told us that they prepare it for for 48 hours, I was like, that makes sense because it was that good. It tasted like it was prepared for 48 hours.
Right?
Okay.
It's like tastes like butter, right?
Like butter. Yeah. It was
Yes,
so good.
Malibu, Malibu, out in the
It was
blue.
so good. Yeah. We went to Calabra, which is like this hotel, and the rooftop space was like really nice. They had a rooftop pool, very good blueberry pancakes. Was referred by Miss Monique herself.
Wait a minute though. Can we just get into the lifestyle that you're like a full on like you've been to a lot of the roads. You're pretty spoiled out here in LA. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's not a
Keep it
bad
cozy.
thing.
Nice and cozy. Bad and bougie poo. Bad and bougie. That's the thing.
Right.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into your YouTube channel. What made you start your YouTube channel?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. All this free time that we had, I was like, let me do something with it. I was like, let me start a channel. Let me show people the life that I'm living out here right now. Because who knows how long I'm gonna be out here for? It's we've had so much time out here, so it's like I might as well showcase my life out here right now. So yeah, I just started out of just curiosity. I mean, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel when I was younger. My mom was like, just wait till you're older, you know how to do more stuff with editing and stuff, and that's where I am right now.
So what's the name of your channel?
It's called Mychal's World. Yeah.
And it's all the things what we talk about. What do you talk about in Mychal's World?
Lifestyle, beauty, advice and tips, different stuff like that. Unpopular opinions is going to be a new thing now too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
So how many episodes do you have up already?
I currently have 2. The first one I talked about racial tensions in the U.S. right now, everything that's going on, everything that's sparked from George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. And then my second one is basically just highlighting different differences between LA and DC, what's different out here, speed limit, music, food, all that stuff.
So you have 2 episodes up already?
Yes, I'm currently working on my 3rd and 4th.
Okay. So should we be looking out for those on a weekly basis? Are they every other day? How are you? Or you just kind of do them as you feel?
Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to get the feel for it. A lot of I get inspiration from different YouTubers too, and so they're very helpful in supporting new YouTubers and giving them tips and advice. So I'm trying to get them out on a weekly basis and kind of just get a feel for the schedule that I want. So planning out my schedule, because I also am managing upcoming college application, that process, and getting ready for hopefully the SAT. Not sure if things could change in a heartbeat, and also a Gold Award project for Girl Scouts. So I'm kind of juggling a lot of different things at this time.
A what project?
The Gold Award project.
The Gold Award. You're a Girl Scout?
Yes.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I was a Girl Scout for 5 minutes and then I threw my bag.
Right. People are always so surprised when I tell them, you're a Girl Scout? You so
I love that.
Yeah.
How long have you been a Girl Scout?
Since I was a brownie, so that was about second grade.
Wow.
Grade. Yeah.
So have you enjoyed it thus far? I mean, you're still connected to it, so have you enjoyed it?
Yeah. I definitely have. I've got we've gone camping. I have a babysitting certificate, learn CPR, like
Come
a
on,
whole bunch
services.
of
Babysitting certificate. Thank you.
right. So it's definitely taught me a lot over the years. I appreciate it. It's definitely helped build me up as a leader and, you know, providing me different leadership skills. So I definitely appreciate all that I've done with Girl Scouts. And it pays off. Like once I get the project done, like it's going to lead to a lot of different opportunities. And because like once people hear that you've completed the Gold Award and that you were a Girl Scout, they're like, oh, like you were really serious about this. You really, you know, made a difference in your community. So.
And it shows commitment.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's a hairstylist on here. She said, I love your hair.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
To Oliver, Mychal Oliver hooked me up.
Now, did I hear correctly that you're going to be talking about your hair and that kind of process on one of the episodes of your web series?
Yes, I recorded the whole process. Us going to pick up the dye, going to, you know, the hairdresser, and me getting it done. So stay tuned for that because it's coming. Because it was a lot of fun, just experimenting and mixing different green colors, and it came out really nice. Like I'm really happy.
Mm-hmm. So do you do your own editing and everything for your videos?
Yes, I do.
You do. So is that something that you already familiar with, or you're learning as you go?
Well, I took a film production class at my school, and we had this like, she's not strict, but she's kind of just like, I'm not gonna hand anything to you, and so, but she liked me, so you know, we kind of just had to like figure out the equipment on our own and play around with stuff. So I kind of just know how to use my common sense and know which buttons go with which. And we used a more advanced editing software called Adobe Pro. Like, so yeah, and it was way more advanced when I'm using. I just use iMovie, but you know, the result comes out the same. So yeah, I'm kind of familiar with it.
Well, I'm gonna say I took a look. I mean, I've seen your YouTube. I saw your YouTube channel when you first posted it, and I'm like, the quality is like really dope, really, really good. I mean, I kind of figured that you were doing your own editing, but I was like, let me just ask so we know. So also, that's another tool on your belt.
Yes.
Hello, and at some point can become another stream of income. Thank you. Hello, so for people, yes. Oh. Wait,
her.
Wait, because do they say that out here in LA?
No, they don't. They should start though.
They should start. And are we saying purr as in the cat is purring, or what is it? Come on, tell me.
This is purr. This is a Rolling Ray's trademark. He shortened period and made it into purr because that's what we do in DC. We bend our vowels.
So like if you like say like instead of Erica, it's Erica.
It's Erica.
It's Erica, right? Yeah. So
it's not like, Darius, it's Darius.
Darius. It's Darius. It's not Darius, right? Darius.
Yeah.
Or girl, close the refrigerator. It's not refrigerator because it takes too long to say refrigerator.
Yeah.
So close the refrigerator.
Right.
Right. So like here's a classic one. I have a cousin. So in school, my little cousin, his name is Aaron. Aaron. Right?
It's we know how it is.
What is it?
Come on. Earn.
It's Earn. Come on, Earn. It's Earn. So the funny thing is when he first started in 6th grade at this new school, his teacher, she called his name, and girl, he would not answer because he's so used to.
Oh my God.
He wouldn't answer because he's so used to hearing Earn. So like, and I said, poor child, honey, he don't even know the full like pronunciation of his name. So she's calling Aaron.
Oh my gosh.
Then she was like, sir, I'm calling you. He was like, oh, my name Ern.
Oh my gosh. If that is in
Okay.
DC,
And
like,
then,
I don't know
so
what
when
it
we
is.
came to the parent teacher conference, she literally, and this is my cousin, his mother's telling me this, right? They're in
Hmm.
a parent teacher conference, and the teacher was so scared. She was a Caucasian teacher. She
Right.
was so nervous to even start the conversation. She said, just so that I'm clear, is it Aaron or Ern? Girl, when I tell you my cousin was dying, when I tell you when she was telling me the story, I was
Oh my
dying.
gosh.
So his teacher now calls him Ern.
Good. Good. As you
Ern.
should.
The other thing I know that we say in DC that I don't know about anywhere else, but I've only heard it in DC is young. Come on, young. Young.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't say, do they say young out here? I
I
haven't
don't
heard
think
that.
so. I don't think so.
Somebody else said young too. They be like, young. Come on, young.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard that out here.
Me neither.
It's so funny. It's so
They probably,
interesting. But
yeah.
Tom,
Like, I like, hear like, bruh, like, homie, like, hummy. Not
like
even
what?
like homie, but like hummy, homie.
Honey, honey.
And they say it kind of like it's an A, yeah. But it's like hummy, like homie. Like they're saying homie, but it's like hummy. Because the LA accents they be throwing me off sometimes.
Right. And if you get around like a true born and raised LA, have you been like around an L and they're the ones that be like um right over
Yeah,
there. They
like
be
the
like the
party,
R
getting
in
the
the party.
pork.
Let's go to the party. Oh, come on, homie, you got to go to the pork.
Yes. One of my mom's friends, like, I can hear her, like, her LA accent when she talks sometimes. And I'm like, wow. I thought it was a joke at first, but
Yeah.
they're
You
serious.
straight up be thinking it's just boys in the hood. You be like, nah, it's real.
Right.
It's real. It's like, come on, homie, we going to the pork.
Right.
That is hilarious. So you have been enjoying yourself out here.
I have. I have.
Do you
I
want to
just
go back to DC and live?
and live there.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know about that. I'm always gonna come back and visit my city. Like that's my city. I got love for my city.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Mm-hmm.
love for the mumble sauce. I got love for the go-go music. But I can't physically stay there and live there. Like of course like my family, my friends there, I miss them so much and I want to visit soon. But I can't stay there. I don't want to get stuck. I feel like I'm gonna get
Mm-hmm.
too comfortable there and they're probably not
Mm-hmm.
gonna leave. So yeah.
I also think it's important to, I know you didn't touch on it, but I think it's important to acknowledge and, commend you for taking the risk and the leap to even just try something different. Because I know coming from home, it's like, it's hard to leave from DC, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then we also, and I'm sure, it goes on in every city, but we experience a lot of death in DC of our peers and family members
Yeah.
because like the violence rate is just so high over there. And it
Yeah.
comes to a point, it gets to a point where it becomes normalized and you become immune to it. And I didn't realize that until I came out here. And I also didn't realize that I didn't deal with a lot of things that I just suppress.
Mm-hmm.
And not just not just because like you really don't have a choice over there, but to like just keep it moving. You know what I mean? You really don't get a chance to grieve. And I know like you recently lost a friend to gun violence over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with itself. So how is that different for you over here? Do you think about um the difference in where your life may be or may have taken you if you just would have stayed in DC. And let me be very, very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, and I think I can speak for Michael, we are not bashing DC. Like, so proud to be from DC. We have a
Right.
huge foundation. DC is everything. But as in most inner cities, there are things that you just know that you kind of want to grow away from,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to us about that, and how your peers are handling like all the death and everything that's going on over there.
Right. Well, this isn't like, as you said, it's become normalized for us like to lose people, especially to gun violence, senseless gun violence. And this is like the first person that I've lost, but unfortunately, like I know other people that have been shot and killed. I have family who have lost their close ones, their friends, like cousins who have lost their brother, a sister who's lost her friend. And so it's like, it's just become, it gets to the point where it's too close to home, and it's kind of just like, who's next? And that's kind of like the question that always, you know, is in my mind, is like, whose face is going to be on Murder Mayhem DC next? Like, who else am I going to have to see on here? And so it's really unfortunate that we have to go through this right now. I don't really know if it's gotten worse from the past or gotten better, like specifically in DC. So yeah, like everything's just kind of up in the air. And then to know that it's around places where I grew up, like I grew up uptown, grew up around like Georgia Avenue, grew up off 16th Street. So it's kind of just like the fact that it's happening, like it's like especially close to home, especially the people that I have lived with or I've stayed with. It kind of just, it makes me very sad. It makes me very upset that we're still dealing with this as the black community, and we're still killing each other when we have other people who are also trying to kill us. So it's kind of like you're just bringing up the chances of us fading away as a people. And it's not cool. Like, it's not cool. But that's why I'm really trying to, I really want to get my Go to War project done, because it focuses specifically on gun violence. It focuses on the psychological effect that it has on parents and close friends and family and loved ones of the victims. And hopefully this resonates with the people who are doing the killing, and hopefully they're, you know, empathetic about it, and they learn from it, and they understand why it's not benefiting anyone. So,
Are you looking to maybe create your own nonprofit organization through this? Are you wanting to, like, have you thought about like where you want your program to go or this initiative to go on?
Yeah, the plan is, this time is like especially hard trying to get things together because we are in the middle of a pandemic. But the plan was to, it still is, it's in the process of being a clothing line that says, you know, a slogan that I came up with that is for anti-gun violence. And those clothes, it would be like shirts, hats, socks, stickers, like whatever, they would be sold, and all the profits would go to organizations that are against gun violence. So I'm trying to team up with different, you know, clothing containers and fashion lines who can keep this line going and keep the profits going towards these anti-gun violence organizations. And I'm also trying to put together a documentary, or just different like episodes, like a docu-series kind of, that shows people's stories and how they felt, you know, when they lost their loved one. So yeah, that's the
I
current
love
one right
that.
now.
So let me just reiterate here the artists, okay, that we have here. We have French speaker, we have YouTuber, we have producer, we have director, we have nonprofit organization founder, we have, you know, brand ambassador, we have a clothing. I mean, you're just the quintessential entrepreneur, Mychal Lozelle. And I love every minute of it. And I think you should be, not I think, but I know that you should be, and you will continue to be celebrated. And from one Black woman to you as a young up and coming or young Black woman, continue to celebrate yourself and continue to keep yourself around those who also celebrate you, and that you celebrate them, because you always want to be around a winning circle. And a winning circle doesn't always mean money. It doesn't always mean you know, traveling, but we need that too. Thank you. Hello. Um, Winning also means mentally. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm listening to you, and I'm very. It makes me proud to hear you speak. So you're so articulate. You use words like energy. You use words like I mean, you're so articulate, and the thing that I love about you, MJ, is that you can adapt to your surroundings. Like when you go ahead, I know. Let's be very clear. How you talking to me right now? This is not how you talk around your friends, and I already know. And it's cool. It's cool, and it's all good. And it should be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's great that you can adapt to situations, and you can, when you need to say purr, and we purr, hello, and thank you, we go say yes, cool this, and all that, we can do that. But then we need to pull it up. Sometimes we need to pull up, and you pull up very well, and I love that. And I
Thank you.
encourage you to continue to foster that. And that has a lot to do with your support system. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to have you on Tuesday Tea with Mo, because you not only are an advocate, but you're also you're a mentor. You can be a mentor. You are you are someone that others can look up to. Do you know what I mean? And you got a lot of Black girl magic in you. Somebody else said that in the comments too. So yes, you know, it's all kinds of Black girl magic over here. So and some Lewinsky says she has always been that child. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. And you know what? That's something that no one can ever take from you. Ever. The other thing you have that you can't pay for, I don't care how many colleges or how many degrees you get, you can't pay for common sense. And boo, you got common sense. So hello. We checking things off the board over here. Thank you. Thank you, Poodle. And then you know what?
Thank you, Poodles.
Thank you. That's my boo thing. I just love that he be recording his videos in Five Guys.
Yes. Anywhere, he just be walking in South.
He just be walking it I love him. I love him. So listen, tell us where, or share with everyone where they can find your YouTube channel. Can you type it in and we can pin it on the live?
Yeah.
I'm also going to save this live talk on my page. And so you guys can always go back to it. And also I would encourage anyone who is watching, or even if you leave and come back later, or you like, we are Real DC. Thank you. Hello. Like and share. Like and share. Share this live. Share this live with other young people that you know. Share it to your page. Okay, Mychal's World. Pin the comments. Okay, so I've already pinned Mychal's YouTube channel. It's called Mychal's World. You guys go support Mychal's World. Mychal, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. And, you know, I encourage you, which I already know that you will, all of those countries that you talked about, make a checklist. Yes. And check it off twice and check it off 3 times. Because I'm gonna keep it 100, right? I was a young mom and I have traveled, but being a mom at a young age definitely slowed down my process of living life. Mm-hmm. And you are living life, Miss Thing. You are living all kinds of life. Hello, Malibu and Nobu. Hey, we're going to celebrate. We're doing things, and it's also okay to share your experience. Never ever dim your light and feel like you are, because you are humble, and anyone that can come around you or that has been in your presence can feel that you are humble, right? So it's okay to share those experiences, because you never know who you might influence or inspire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just super proud of you. The people that are here on the line right now, everyone is Clap, 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 clapping. Hello. Snap, snap, snap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so when is the next episode going up?
The next episode, I'm planning to get it up by the end of this week, before the weekend hit.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm in the process of editing. Super excited to share it with you guys. And yeah.
Are you into music at all?
You said, am I into music?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. I cannot live without music. Like,
I know. You know, we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about go-go music too much, but I mean, it ain't nothing like go-go music. I don't care because when I first moved out here, I showed, you know, I had let some people out here listen to go-go music. They were like, "Oh, it sounds like jump music." No, cool. Let's get into the snares and let's get into the live music. Hello,
right.
Thank you.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that because this music was ahead of its time. So yeah.
And so what's okay? So like, who's a few of your favorite artists right now in music?
Okay.
Period. Not just go.
Okay. Well, for those who may not know me that well, I literally love J. Cole. Like, I adore this man. His lyricism is just it's just everything. Like, I can't get enough. Like, I can listen, like, I know all of his songs basically by heart. I've been to 2 of his concerts. I went to the For Your Eyes Only tour and then the KOD tour, and both were amazing. Like, he showed up and showed out. And each time, like, at each of his concerts, like, he comes with a message too. So his For Your Eyes Only concert, he was dressed in an orange jumpsuit, like he was an inmate. And so that came with a message too, because, you know, he has this song, like Neighbors, like the neighbors think I'm selling dope, like, and he played that whole video at his concert too, because the neighbors actually called the police on him, and the SWAT team showed up and busted into his house because he or she thought that he was selling dope. So his stuff is just so, like, I just love it. Lyricism, beats, everything. The features too, and he puts a lot of people on. Like, he's like giving a lot of artists exposure, like Ari Lennox, Earth Gang, and yeah, I love him. Yeah.
One of the newer artists that Naja put me onto, who I think is really dope, is Brent Fayez.
Yes.
He's pretty dope.
Yes,
I like Brent Fayez.
I love him.
And he's from Maryland, right?
He is. He's from the DMV.
He's from where?
From the DMV.
Oh, from the DMV. Yes, yep. He's from Maryland. I didn't know that until recently, but I love Brent Fayez. Like, he's super dope. He's super dope.
Yeah, I kind of loved him. Like, I had to mention Cole, like, out of everyone, because I support Cole. Like, he's my number one. So, like, I always say him first, and people are like,
"Oh, he hands down, J. Cole hands down." Yeah. Is like, you know, he's just. For me, Cole, like, is in that whole, like, circle of, like Nas, like Lupe Fiasco. Like, they're thinkers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they have, their lyrics have meanings and things to them there. And I love that they push the culture forward in that way. And they do it in their own way. Like, I love how J. Cole, like, independently just drops his albums, and like, he does little to no marketing, and them joints be off. Them joints be fire every time.
Absolutely love him. Yeah. And I love, like, Brent. Like, I kind of loved him. I don't know if it's selfish, but, like, I kind of loved him when he was a little bit more underrated, because I feel like everyone kind of just like, oh my gosh, Brent. I'm just like, were you here?
So he's a fan now.
I'm not, like, I used to be really obsessed with his music. Like, I listened to only his music for, like, several months consecutively. But now it's like, I'm kind of more, like, laid back. Like, he was going to perform at the Fillmore the week of my birthday, earlier this year, but then COVID-19 messed everything up. I wanted to go have a nice little vibe, just listen to his angelic voice. But no, Corona was like, no.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Yes, yes. Okay, so really quick before we go, because the live is going to cut off really soon. How do your friends feel about your move? Do they miss you? I'm sure they miss you. Are they, you know, not in a bad way, but they a little jelly that you're always in the sunshine? And because your page, like, first of all, everyone go follow MJ. Her handle is at Moosh, Moosha _ right?
Yeah, Musha
And I'm
with
gonna
three
tell you,
A's.
so how do your friends feel about like your move out here and the fact that you said, are they a little jelly? You can be real. Be tough.
Okay, well, there's some of them who like obviously miss me a lot, and they're like, "When are you coming back? When are you coming back?" And I'm like, I really can't tell you. Like, I don't know. Like, everything is so up in the air right now, so I really don't know. But then I have this one friend, and she's always like, whenever you're on the phone, she's always like, I just don't like you. Like, who told you to go all the way to LA? And she really getting like fake mad at me, and I'd be like, girl.
Girl, just get on the plane, girl. Get on
Right.
Spirit, come visit.
And then I have other friends who are just like, I want to come. Like, I want to come out there with you. And so, like, I'm trying to get them to come out here. So it's like mixed emotions. Or, like, I'll be on the phone. It'll be, like, 5 o'clock here, 8 o'clock there. They're like, there's still sun over there? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, there is. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's beauty in also having like access to the beach whenever you want to, even if you just want to go chill and just like, you know, you can literally have $5 in your pocket, but you can go like there have been so many times like we just pack a sandwich and some fruit, whatever, and just go hang at the beach all day. It's amazing, and that alone is an amazing escape to have, especially, you know, being born and raised in DC. It's like at this point now, it's just like people kind of really staying in the house out the way because it's too much going on. You know, you can kind of let your hair down a little bit out here. You know what I mean?
Because there's like Ocean City, Myrtle Beach, but like it's not like out here. It's just like you get the right amount of sun, the right amount of like breeze. And then just hearing the waves crash, like, it's like, it kind of like puts you in a trance. And
hearing the waves crash, girl, I can't even take you.
No, seriously, because me and my mom, like, one night, we wanted to go see the bioluminescent plankton because they were, like, agitated for a while.
Oh, yes.
So they were glowing. So we tried to go, we went to Hermosa Beach, I think. It was at Hermosa Beach or Manhattan Beach. We went there, and we were trying to see them, but then, like, when we got out there, we're waiting and waiting, but the whole time, like, my mom was like, I want to see the plankton, but I'm over here on the side. I'm just like, the sky was so clear, the water, just like, the sound of it was just so, like, it was, like, it literally put me in a trance, and I was like, this is so peaceful. Like, it was so peaceful. That's, like, one of my, like, favorite memories since being out here, was just being at the beach at night, and just, like, hearing the waves crash, seeing like the star. I think I saw some constellations, or I made up some constellations, but yeah, it was really nice. So,
well, you know, that's another great thing is that it's free therapy, I guess, in a way. Like, and it just I just, you know, there's so much to get inspired from out here as a creator, as an artist, and I think this is actually an amazing time. Even though, you know, people are on lockdown, you can't really go anywhere, but this is actually making people sit down and come to terms with themselves. And from what I hear, that's how you kind of birth Mychal's World as a YouTube channel, right? So actually it has inspired you creatively as an artist and on that level, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I just want to encourage you to continue to find and harness your creativity. And you are super dope and super cool. Shout out to your parentals. You know, nothing in life is easy. You know, it takes a village, you know, big or small, it takes a village. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you are an inspiration, and you are trailblazing. You know what I mean, for your peers. back in DC. So, you know, who's to say that some of your friends or people that know you be like, dang, MJ, you know, MJ moved out LA and she stayed there and she likes it, and now she's doing all this and all that. And that, you know, you could, I'm sure you're inspiring, if not one, many people. You know what I'm saying? So
I would hope
continue to
so.
do that. Continue to do that because you guys are the next. You guys are the next thought leaders of the world, child. Because where we are with my.
Yeah, I really hope my generation pulls it together. Cause, yeah.
All right, boo. Well, I love you. Love on yourself. I am so proud of you. You guys make sure you go follow MJ. You guys go and subscribe to her YouTube channel if you have not already. And I just want to say, even if you don't watch it every time, subscribing to a YouTube channel helps the channel, whether you just like it or subscribe it. So what I didn't do, because I'm 100% honest, I did not subscribe, but I liked the video. So I'm right now, when we get off of here, I'm going to go and subscribe because that's support. And you guys follow MJ. And MJ, if you have any other friends that are artists or that, you know, that feel like they want to take this platform and come on and share, invite them.
Okay.
I'll let you go.
I definitely will.
Okay.
Such a great chat. Thank you so much.
Did you have fun?
I did. This was.
I was hoping it was. I didn't want to feel like it was going to be too like straight up and down. Like I really wanted to be chill.
Yeah. It was
like
real, like chill.
Okay, good. Okay, good. The lip gloss is popping, Pooh. The lip gloss is popping.
Thank you, Pooh.
Purr. Okay, boo. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I love her. She's so awesome. And I love this. And for those who don't know me, I am like I have such a soft spot for youth and up and coming artists and young artists. So I will always provide a platform. And I also feel like it's our job to give them space to express themselves and create and have a voice. So that's why I wanted to invite Mychal. So thank you guys for joining another episode of Tuesday Tea with Mo. Yeah. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm loving on myself, love on yourself, love on everybody else. Thank you all for coming through. Miss House Nerd, thank you. My Aunt Kathy's here. Susie Wan, the mother publicist is here. Matt, thank you so much for coming through. Yeah, Michael's dad was here. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. It's so hot in here. I'm gonna go. I have my watermelon. You see this watermelon? It's cold. And I try not to eat too much, but I did, but I'm here to go do that. Okay. Enjoy. Have a good day. Thank you for tuning in to Tuesday Tea.